So what do we do in this business? This business is a very simple idea. First, we are associated with a fantastic company called Neolife International. Neolife is an American company. And for the next 45 minutes, we're going to explore what Neolife is actually, what Neolife is. What we do in this business is a very simple business idea. Betty and I started this business 29 years ago, and the reason we started the business is very simple. We wanted to make an extra $200 a month to supplement my salary as a civil engineer, because we realized very quickly that a salary is never enough, especially if you have a growing family. Two things: inflation and progressive income tax. It means the more money you earn, the more taxes you pay. So we started with the goal of earning $200 a month extra. But after 7 months of very hard work working part-time, our income reached $1,000. That's when we decided this business was going to be our future. So if you're a guest, take some notes. After the meeting, speak to the person who invited you. They will give you more information on how this business works. So our story is very simple for the last 29 years. We just wanted to have a better life for our family, and we worked very hard. After 3 years, what we were earning from the business was 3 times my salary, and then I resigned my job. And since then, since 27 September 1999, I've been doing this business full time. Let's explore Neolife. First and foremost, let's look at the company. What is Neolife? Neolife is a company that started in 1958. In fact, this year we are celebrating 67 years in business. One of the things that has made Neolife very stable is the philosophy of longevity. So, since 1958, Neolife has been producing excellent products. And we have been pioneers in cellular nutrition. What is cellular nutrition? Cellular nutrition is the belief that nutrition begins with the cells. If your cells are healthy, then your whole body is healthy. Therefore, Neolife makes products that makes your cell absorb and use nutrients efficiently to keep you healthy. Then we've had more than 100 milestones in the nutrition industry. First and foremost, product development. Number two, we were the first company in the world to have a scientific advisory board, a group of scientists whose job is just to make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. We've had first in product manufacturing. We've got very unique patented methods of manufacturing products to make sure you've got maximum potency and maximum nutrient availability. So we've had a number of milestones, but also we've had very exciting stories for the last 67 years. Stories about the product, stories about the business. In fact, this weekend, we've just had a very fantastic convention in Pretoria that covers the whole of Southern Africa. That is Mozambique, Botswana, Lesotho, Emirat, I forget Eswatini, the new name for Swaziland. So those countries around Southern Africa, we had more than 2,500 people who drove all the way from Maputo in Mozambique, from Namibia, a very long trip, to share success of what the business has done for them. But what has kept our business going for all those years? What has kept us going is we believe in 5 basic corporate principles that are very important in making sure you have stability and longevity in our business. The first is absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell the truth about our products, about our business, and then we conduct our affairs in the public. So absolute honesty and integrity about everything that we do. The second one is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If we don't have people, we don't have anything. So we treat people very well. The distributors who are doing the business, customers who buy the products, and members of the public, and the staff members who run the various warehouses around the world in 50 different countries. The third one is products that work. This is a very strong foundation of success in the long term. Why? The nature of our business is such that we speak to individuals person to person. And that means that we need to have satisfied customers. And to have satisfied customers, we need the very best products in the world. So Neolife put together a group of scientists whose job is just to develop very good products. They are called the Scientific Advisory Board. We'll talk about that a bit later. The fourth principle is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts the business at the same level, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're 18 or 81, a doctor, a nurse, an engineer, a plumber, a housewife, a student, as long as you're over 18, anybody who takes the business seriously will become successful eventually. Then we have a long-range vision. That's the last principle. Why is that important? Because people want to know that if they invest their time, their money, and their efforts in this business, it's going to be there in the next 50 years. During our convention, we had distributors who've been in the business for 52 years, some 40 years, some 30 years, 20 years, 10 years. That's what longevity is, to make sure you see the business in the long view. Now, these are the ranges of products the company makes. Why these ranges? Very simple. They are consumable products. Every single person needs products to make their skin look good. Every single person needs good health, and every single person needs to clean their home. So we've got products that make you look better. That is the skincare range of the products, the one on the left side of the screen. And then we've got products that make you feel better. This is the health supplements. The health supplements constitute about 60% of our business volume for a very simple reason. Your greatest wealth is your health. And the last one is to live better. That is to make where you live look clean and neat and tidy. That is the cleaning range of products. This is the ranges of products that Neolife manufactures, but the people who make sure you've got the best products are the Scientific Advisory Board members. This is a group of scientists whose job is to make sure you've got the best products in the marketplace. We've got biochemists, product research technologists, we've got manufacturing experts, food science experts, nutritional or sports science. We've got the whole range of products. Scientists who make sure you've got the best products in the marketplace. This Scientific Advisory Board was founded or started by Dr. Arthur Fast, the late. And the reason why he wanted to start this scientific board is he is one of the scientists who developed the treatment of cancer using chemotherapy. So he knew how devastating chemo is for the human body. So he designed and invented a product called BetaGuard that helps detoxify the body. We talked about cellular nutrition earlier. You see, when your cell membrane is not permeable, nutrients do not go in efficiently and waste does not come out, you have an unhealthy cell. And if most of your cells like this, then your body is not healthy. Your body should be healthy. That means the cell membrane should be soft and permeable to receive nutrients and also remove waste after the energy is generated in the cell. This is a healthy cell. That is why good nutrition starts at the cellular level. But how do you ensure this? Because we've got a solution for you. And the solution is a product called ProVitality. ProVitality is a package of 4 different products. The first one is called 3NN, the green capsule. 3NN is made from rye wheat and soya. It helps your cells absorb nutrients efficiently. It makes the cell membrane soft and permeable. The second one is a carotenoid complex, the brown capsule. It is made from the red-colored fruits and vegetables, apples, tomatoes, strawberries, carrots. The red-colored food is what is called the carotenoids. they boost the immune system so that the human immune system becomes stronger. The yellow one is called omega-3 salmon plus. The omega-3 plus is made from fish oil. And the reason it's very important, it helps first reduce inflammation, 2 for proper brain function, 3 your joints, your heart, your circulation. It helps all those areas. And then we have the multi-mineral complex, the green tablet. In the new Pro Vitality, you'll also have the green tablet being a capsule. This is to help in the correct absorption of the nutrients. This is what the products are made from. Now, the next group of products is a cleaning range of products, home care, to make your home look neat. The yellow one is called the Super 10. Super 10 is a concentrate, and you mix it 1 to 10. It means 1 liter of the bottle will give you 11 liters of the usable product. It's used for heavy duty cleaning. The middle one is called Care Solution, is a disinfectant, and that one you mix it 1 to 50, so it's very, very economical. In most homes, it lasts between 6 months and 1 year. Why? Because it's highly concentrated and is used mostly to make the house germ-free. Then we have the LDC, the light duty concentrate. The LDC is mixed 1 to 5. It means 1 liter of the product will give you 6 liters of the usable product. In our home, we use LDC for cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, the toilet, the utensil, the cooker. I use it to shower, to shave. I use it to wash my car. So we've got a whole range of uses for just that one product. Then we have one of our best products called Supergrow. Supergrow is an emulsifier or adjuvant. That means it helps plants absorb water more efficiently. It's very versatile, economical. 1 liter of Supergrow will give you 1,001 liters of usable product because the mix ratio is 1 to 1,000. It's safe and easy to use. You can use it both indoors and outdoors, and it's got proven performance. If you're a guest, speak to the person who invited you. They will give you information on what people have experienced when they use Supergrow. And then we have the skincare range of products. This is products made for normal to dry skin or combination to oily. It activates the skin, helps rejuvenate. You see, our skin is always renewing itself, and you need something to help the skin look healthy and better. Those are the ranges of products. We've spoken about the company. We've spoken about the product that Neolife manufactures. But now we want to talk about the business opportunity. What do we actually do to create income when we do this business? The first thing you need to have is you need to have a dream. You need to have a goal. You need something that you look forward to so that it gives you the energy to build the business. You need a desire. A dream is what creates a desire in your heart. So maybe you want to buy a dream car. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to have a dream house or have financial freedom. I don't know what your dream is, but let's look at the way the business is built. Our business is built when you do three things every day. They're called the 3 daily success habits. Number 1 is use the products. Why is that important? First and foremost, you're supporting your business. Secondly, the people you're speaking to want to know that you also believe and use whatever you're recommending. So the first thing is use the product. The second one, share the product and the business opportunity. That simply means speak to people, your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, to also do what you do. And what is that? To use the products. And then to learn how to build this business, you need to get involved in personal development. That means take time to learn new things every day about the products, about the business, about the compensation plan, how to become a leader. Let's see that in actual practice. You've registered with Neolife as a distributor. Okay. Once you've registered as a distributor, you use the product. Let me say in this example, you buy a bottle of 3NN, or you buy a pack of Provitality for your own use. That's the first thing. When you register, you'll be given an ID number that enables you to buy products from the company at a discount. The second thing we do is we begin to share with our friends and relatives the products, because not everybody will be interested to be business builders. If you have 6 customers, each of them buys from you a bottle of 60 capsules of 3NN. If you have this, you generate 102 PV. Now, the PV system is used to standardize business worldwide. 100 PV is roughly equal to 160, 170 US dollars in value. So in this example, you sold 6 bottles of 3NN of 60 capsules each to your customers, and you make an income of $30 a month. The next thing you do is you begin to share the business. It simply means you talk to your friends, you talk to your relative, you talk to your neighbor to be distributors like you are. They use the product like you do. They share the products with their friends and relatives, and then they begin to build an organization like you. In this example, you, your friend, your neighbor, your relative have built a total of 1,000 PV in volume. You become a senior manager and your income is roughly $300 a month. The next thing you do is you start to duplicate the process. It simply means you teach your friend to also introduce their friends, relatives, and neighbors. Your relative the same, your neighbor the same. So you're beginning to build a network of people who use and retail a few products. If you do that, you become a director, and your income is between 500 and 750 US dollars a month. Then that is when the real business now begins. The idea now is to begin to build other directors in your group. If you have other directors in your group, let me see, one of my colleagues who is our guest has raised his hand. Just one moment. Yes, Eric, I will welcome to this meeting. I will make you a co-host as soon as your time to do your session has come. Okay, so the next thing you do is you begin to duplicate yourself. It simply means you teach others to do what you are doing. In this example, I have got 2 people who have raised their hands. I don't know whether there is a problem with the sound or... Okay, let's proceed. So the idea is to keep duplicating the process. That means you teach the people you brought into the business to do what you do. In this example, you brought in your friends, relatives, and neighbor has become directors. You are also a director. If you build this level of volume, become a world team member, and your income now jumps to between $1,500 and $3,000 a month. But that is just the beginning. You keep duplicating the process. If you build 6 directors in your group and you're doing a total of 100,000 PV, you become a president's team member, and there your income goes to way over 6,000 US dollars a month, which is a very, very exciting income to have. It's hard work, but it's worth all the effort. So at this juncture, I want to invite our guest speaker, somebody whose story I always enjoy because he makes the business worth doing. Let me just see if I can trace where Eric is. Okay, there he is. So Eric, I'll make you a co-host, then you can unmute yourself. Okay. Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. So I'm really excited, waiting to hear your story. I've heard it many times, and every time I hear your story, it's as if I'm hearing it for the very first time. So take it away.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. My name is Eric Ochieng Owino, and today you will allow me to talk in the dark. I started my business when I was about 20 years of age. Before then, I used to work as a watchman with a company called PG Security here in Nairobi, Kenya. And one evening, a stranger approached me and he asked me if I was willing to listen to an opportunity that could earn me about 10,000 Kenyan shillings. For me, I didn't really hesitate. I didn't ask questions because as a watchman, I was taking home about 3,900 Kenyan shillings. That's about $30 a month. So when this gentleman talked about 10,000 Kenyan shillings, I was really willing to go and learn how I could go about it because he mentioned I was going to do this at the time. So I was taken to a presentation. They talked about health. I didn't understand. They talked about the lifestyle. Again, it wasn't in my mind. When they talked about money, that is what really caught my attention. Uh, I got started not because I understood, but because they promised they were going to help me, they were going to hold my hands. So I decided to be like a child who was willing to learn and become better. And that is how my Neolife journey started. I started building my business part time. After work, I used to work from 5:45 in the morning until 6 p.m. That is 12 hours, 15 minutes. Then after that, that is when I was attending trainings to get to learn how I could better myself day by day. I continued doing so for about 6 months. Then I resigned from PG Security to the business full time. It took me 2.5 years to get to a director level. And my life totally took a different turn when I got to a director level. Since then, what have I achieved as a person? Number one is time freedom. I no longer wake up to report to a boss. I wake up to report to God, myself, my business, and I do my things. I plan myself my own way. So that is really something that I really thank God for. Number two, I've been able to get some money. I remember when I was getting started, my salary as a watchman was about $30. My first bonus in Neolife was about $7. It wasn't a lot of money, but it gave me an opportunity to open my first bank account. Reason being, as a watchman, we were never paid using bank accounts. They usually they used to send us money on M-Pesa, or it is put in an envelope and it's delivered to you at your assignment. So that $7 that I got from Neolife as my first bonus gave me an opportunity to own a bank account. I have seen this money grow to over $700 a month, and I really thank God for showing me this great opportunity. Another thing that I've been able to enjoy is the lifestyle. When I got to a director, they took me to every big hotel that exists in Nairobi. But the climax was Windsor Golf and Country Club, where they took me together with my wife. We enjoyed ourselves. for about a whole week. It was a session for enjoyment and learning. And these are things that I didn't really bargain for when I got started into the business. So I have seen lifestyle in my time in business. I've been able to travel outside the country about 5 times. And you see, as a watchman earning about $30, I never even thought at some point that I could even cross the border to even get to Uganda or Tanzania. But then through the business, I've been able to get that privilege and to go out of our Kenyan boundaries. And for me, that's a privilege. I really love traveling. Another thing that I've been able to gain is I've seen genuine friends, people who believe that you can become a better person in life, people who are willing to give you full support even if they are not benefiting from it, people who always want to appreciate the little effort that you put in your business every day. I've been able to get genuine friends. Another benefit that I've seen in my business is it has given me an opportunity to build a beautiful house, a 2-bedroom, permanent house. And these are things that if I was still a watchman, I wouldn't even have thought of. So these are the privileges that I enjoy because I said yes to this wonderful opportunity. And one of the great things that I really thank God for is the personal development part of it. When I came with a watchman mentality. And as a watchman mentality, we always believe in tipping. When I do something small for you, I expect some tips from you. But then I also had that mentality that everyone is a suspect because it is part of the training that we underwent as watchmen. But today I see myself like I have an opportunity to share with everyone. So that mentality has really changed, and it is personal development that I enjoy, and I keep learning the business. So, how do I see my future with the Neolife business? I am looking at a future where uh, I want to build a strong and a stable business locally and international. I want to develop better leaders in my business. I am looking at an opportunity where we want to enjoy international travels with my spouse. We are looking at an opportunity where we want to give our children the best education. Currently, I'm having 4 of them and still praying for God to give me 4 more, God willing. And I want to give them the best education that I never experienced in my early childhood. And we believe that through the business, we are going to give them the best education. We are going to take them to different destinations. We are going to basically change and improve their life. So for everyone who is on this call today, what message can I give you tonight? For everyone on this call, my message is every empire starts with a single believer, and that believer is you who is on this call tonight. Develop a vision, have consistency and the courage to keep going even if you get people who are discouraging you. Some will discourage you, it is very normal. But keep the vision, be consistent, and have the courage. It will help you grow yourself. Stay focused even when others are feeling like quitting. Promise yourself that no matter what come may, you will never think of quitting. Be teachable. even if you think you know it all. Because in school of life, we don't graduate. In school of success, you learn through personal failure until you become a successful person yourself. That is the only way that you'll be able to motivate people to join you. You'll be able to inspire people to continue pushing, and you are going to build a strong and a stable success when you focus on those few areas. So that is my short story, and back to you, Pascal. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric. I always love that story because it gives me the hope that a lot of people, anybody who really is determined, can become successful in the business. So those of you who are guests, I hope you have taken note of some of the things Eric has said, is to believe in yourself and be teachable in the business. One of the things that Eric spoke about is traveling. When you start this business and you reach certain levels of success, the company takes you to different destinations. In the East Africa, they've had a convention in Dar es Salaam last weekend. This past weekend, we've had our convention in Southern Africa. The next big, traveling is going to be in Egypt in May. Those of you who are building towards going to Egypt, make sure you register so that you qualify to go to Egypt and build your business to the level that is required to travel to Egypt. Another thing that we have in our business is training. When you reach a certain level, the company takes you away for 4 days to be trained as a leader. You learn about the products, you learn about the compensation plan, about how to build a team, how to become a leader, how to have a teamwork. In fact, Eric spoke about it. The Windsor Country Club in Nairobi. The last one was done in Mombasa. In Southern Africa, is done just outside Pretoria. So the company takes you to really good places so that you can learn how to become a good business person. If you're a guest, what do you need to start this business? The person who invited you will give you an application form. Once you filled it, if you're in Botswana, it's between 750 and 1500 pula. South Africa is between 950 and 2930. If you're in Kenya, 9,500 or 9,700 or 12,000 Kenya shillings. Nigeria, 68,000 or 100,000 naira. Tanzania, 172,000 or 226,000 Tanzania shillings. Uganda, 250,000 or 290,000 Uganda shillings. In the USA, 75 US dollars. In Togo, 47,000 or 65,000 francs CFA. Italy, 64 euros. Ghana, 900 or 1460 Ghanaian cedis. Cameroon, 61,000 or 76,000 francs CFA. Namibia, 1,010 Namibian dollars or 2,120 Namibian dollars. This is what you need to start the business. Your initial investment, you'll get your business starter kit with all the information you need to run your business. It includes also 12 months registration. Every 12 months, you need to renew your membership. In South Africa, it's about 160 Rand. Check with your person who invited you what you need to do to renew your membership. A very important thing about our business is you need to take charge of your life and your business. You've got flexible hours. So if you are employed, just make sure you plan how you're going to build your business. You work from home, you don't need an office to build this business. You save money. How? When you register as a distributor, you buy the product at a discount of about 18%. Residual income, it simply means the money you earn today is the effort you put in yesterday. Betty and I are earning income from the work we put in 15, 20 years ago. Quality time with your family because this is a family business. Financial freedom. If you really take the business seriously, you will get the financial freedom that you need. Financial freedom simply means that the money you have in your account is not finished even when the month is finished. For most people, their money is shorter than the month. You be your own boss, that means you need to run your own business. I would suggest when you start the business, make the business your boss. If you do that, you're going to be successful. International traveling, if you want to really visit different places in the world, this is a business for you. Education for your children, personal development, there's a lot to learn in this business. Apart from just the income, you become a different person when you start the business, you attend training, you develop the right attitude to be successful in the business. So this is what you need to have. Take full charge of your life, full charge of your business. And if you do that, nothing will stop you from becoming successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you very much for attending this presentation with us. Eric, thank you for sharing your story with us. We really appreciate. If you're a guest, get back to the person who invited you. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to decide with it? Thank you. Good night and God bless.